My bad. Turns out the meeting is actually tomorrow.
Huh? But everyone's already here.
What?
Wait, the deal got moved up a day?
Yeah, seems the fund rep's child has a birthday on the original date.
I don't think they're the type to postpone over something like that. My name is Keiichi Sato. I work in sales at Tokimeki Real Estate. The caller is our sales director, Mr. Iwata.
If you're going to question that, there are better things to question. You take the materials we prepare every time without questioning a thing.
Same old Iwata. High performers like Iwata handle drafting materials and the critical deals, while the lower-rated folks like me took the handouts and worked the minor negotiations and field coordination.
Oh, right. The meeting will be in English, so don't forget the translation device.
I can speak English, you know. He really doesn't get me.
Better to send him a day early so he can study on site. It'll do the kids some good.
I have to do something about this.
And then, the day of the meeting.
My bad. Turns out the meeting is actually tomorrow. Huh? Looks like the move-up was a misunderstanding. Sorry for leaving you alone for 15 hours on that flight.
But everyone's already here.
What?
Last week I checked your story with President Nagisa Kamijo, and the fund's representative. Turns out the child's birthday really is on the original date, and they asked us to move it up.
What?
Keiichi, is that Mr. Iwata?
Yes, that's right. She is President Nagisa Kamijo. 6 months ago, she succeeded her father and became the new president.
Could you put him on?
Hello? Iwata speaking. What on earth?
Kamijo here. I told you the other day about moving the meeting up, didn't I?
Yes, I heard, but you'd play along with my little prank, Nagisa.
What do you intend to do? Everyone is already here. This is a 5 billion yen hotel construction deal, you know. If the person in charge isn't here, then this project is…
I am terribly sorry. This is entirely my fault. Could you please find a way to smooth it over?
Smooth it over?
Nagisa is looking at me and smiling?
Understood. Then let's do exactly that.
Thank you. I'll head over right away.
Alright, Keiichi. Time to show what you can do.
Huh? The deal was smoothed over, and the next day…
I'm sorry. I really messed up. I'm truly sorry.
I'd heard about you from my father, but you really are cavalier. That attitude? This is a major issue that affects the company's credibility. How much of that do you understand?
I'm sorry. What is this? She feels way more intense than the previous president.
For now, it's been smoothed over, so fine. Now, please take care of these.
Huh? What's with this mountain of documents?
Keiichi handled the entire negotiation, so your team Iwata will handle the on-site negotiations he usually does.
Wait, isn't that Keiichi's job?
No, it isn't, Iwata. What mattered in this negotiation was whether the person in charge was present. But you, the responsible person, were late over something trivial, right? So, to smooth things over, we had no choice but to tell the client that the person in charge had been changed to Keiichi. He took on the big role at short notice and moved the talks along with ease.
Keiichi did?
Unlike you, Keiichi doesn't need an interpreter, so we wrapped up the meeting quickly.
Yeah, we even had time to chat about their kids. It was a really pleasant meeting.
Incidentally, we told them your reason for being late was on-site negotiations had hit a snag, so he took the initiative to go resolve it. They were pleased, saying, as expected of the Japanese, personally getting out there for a client.
I asked you to smooth it over, but this is…
Which is why for this project, you're the coordinator with the field, Iwata. Take the materials your team prepared and go obtain the development approvals.
It looks like the reviewing official has changed, so we'll need to renegotiate. I'm counting on you.
Understood. Well, if Keiichi can do it, I should be able to do it too. No.
Mr. Paul says that's not acceptable.
Why not? The previous official approved it.
They say the Hotel Tokimeki Real Estate wants to build would spoil the views of the nearby sightseeing areas. The previous official did grant approval, but that was simply a matter of valuing Japanese culture. Mr. Paul wants to emphasize how people feel, rather than Japanese culture.
Even if you say feelings, the exterior is Japanese while harmonizing with overseas scenery. It is a wonderful design and... No!
Yes, we heard that earlier. The point is not whether it is culturally wonderful or anything like that. The question is how this hotel will win people's acceptance. If this same kind of talk continues, he says he will be taking his leave.
What is that supposed to mean? There is nothing in the materials about dealing with someone like this. You should have prepped for it, Sato.
If you have nothing further to say, we will excuse ourselves.
Wait, Mr. Paw. What was that, Sato? That Paw guy barely tried to listen.
So Mr. Paul himself came to the meeting.
You know him?
Yeah, sort of. He seems to be well known among their people.
Then you should have had the right materials ready.
Iwata, that claim is off base.
Huh?
Keiichi's job is not to write a playbook for handling the counterpart. His job is to prepare materials that explain what this hotel project is. Researching the counterpart, just as Keiichi has been doing up till now, is your job.
With Mr. Paul, the discussion needed to be pushed purely on the profit side, not culture or design. The only thing he cares about is how the hotel will impact the economy.
Really? He didn't say a single word that sounded like that.
People put on a front that doesn't change across borders.
I even added a supplement that spelled out the profit angle.
You're not as good at negotiating as I thought, Iwata. And after all that strict training you gave Keiichi,
This is only about this time. I will definitely nail the next negotiation.
The next negotiation is it. In fact, we do not have much time before the next meeting with the fund's executives. I was going to have you return to frontline talks after the last round, but at this rate, that seems impossible.
Mr. Paul values building trust, so we cannot just swap counterparts.
Then for this 5 billion yen deal, we will completely switch the roles you and Keiichi have had up to now.
What? But then...
Hold it. Objecting to a temporary role swap? Do not tell me you are valuing jobs differently based on the task.
Huh?
I don't think that Iwata's work is grander, or Keiichi's work is grander. Not at all. Whatever the job, the person who helps the company the most is the one who should be recognized.
Yes, that is exactly right.
Right? My father seemed to keep that part vague, but I'm not like that. I'm going to change every ossified evaluation standard in this company. I hadn't announced it because the prep took time. That's the direction we're moving.
Nagisa, that's leadership completely different from the previous president.
Understood. Fine, results are what count. With my handpicked elite, there's nothing I can't do.
For now, Iwata's team is running behind. Catch up immediately. Keiichi's team is already ahead of schedule.
Yes, right away.
After that, Iwata quickly wrapped up the talks with Paul, but he kept falling behind on the other negotiations. Sensing the danger, Nagisa asked me to step in and support things for a while. Ooh, good work. For now, we've wrapped up all the negotiations that had to be settled before construction begins.
I'm hearing praise from all kinds of stakeholders about your team's work, Keiichi. You really saved us. Thank you.
Not at all. We're still behind schedule.
It's not a fatal delay. Now then, next is stakeholder coordination during construction.
Wow, I never imagined so many different agencies would have so much to say. Some of the materials were lacking too, and I figure my team could have prepped a few more things for them.
With respect, we couldn't prepare those materials because your team wouldn't be upfront about why the talks and the negotiations were actually running late. If you don't honestly tell us what's not working, we can't assemble the right documents.
That's right. The moment Keiichi's team jumped in, everything started moving. In other words, Keiichi has a superior ability to spot the real issues.
Is that so? I think it was just a coincidence.
Iwata, if you don't stop papering over a lack of ability and face it earnestly, you'll pay for it later.
Excuse me, we've got a serious problem. Please come to the construction site.
See, I hate to say I told you so.
It seems the plans we gave the official don't match the actual layout of the future drains and gas lines. So they think we're trying to fudge things to skirt the environmental standards.
I see. This was the part your team supposedly had tied up neatly, right, Iwata?
I could have sworn I explained that part. Wait, what?
From what the official said, they got an explanation, but they weren't given a detailed walkthrough of the parts, where it's hard to finalize placements until you actually start construction.
Keiichi told me before that this inspector is strict about environmental standards and won't be satisfied unless you present a fully worked out plan. That's why he mapped out every likely scenario for schedule changes that could happen on site.
About that, Iwata just handed over the packet and skipped the detailed walkthrough.
People normally read the materials, right? If we stop to explain every little thing in the meeting, it takes...
That's exactly why you have to read the person and adapt on our side. You can't rely on others forever and bank on wishful thinking.
Easy to say in hindsight.
Results are everything, at least in our company, where we divide responsibilities between the people who lay the groundwork and the people who must deliver outcomes. Keiichi has consistently nailed the negotiations and deals with a field that everyone used to underestimate, the ones where results were non-negotiable. And in this project, he even handled the groundwork. You were supposed to do Iwata, compiling the coordination materials, and he closed the talks with the executives too, which means plainly that your evaluation of Keiichi up to now was flat out wrong.
Nagisa, thank you.
I mean, saying all that over just this one time feels a bit much, don't you think?
For starters, once you showed up late, there wasn't much left to evaluate. To prevent gaps like this, we're creating a company-wide evaluation standard that applies regardless of job content or department. Understood?
Understood. Fine. In that case, if I can make her think this was just a fluke.
With that said, I'm removing you from this project, Iwata.
Huh?
As expected, it will be faster if Keiichi's team, who can speak English, takes the lead. And if you and your group make mistakes again, I won't be able to cover for you this time. The work Keiichi's team was handled until now, I want Iwata's team to handle next domestically.
I have to fly back to Japan? No way, that's...
I said it already, didn't I? It's not about job descriptions. Do your work earnestly, whether in Japan or abroad. If you deliver results again, I'll consider various options.
Understood. Someone as talented as me, stuck in domestic work? I'll let it slide this time, but there's no way I can keep doing this kind of assignment.
For a while after that, Iwata steadily handled the domestic work, and I saw the Brazil project through as well. But that situation didn't last long.
Kamijo, could you please come back? Too much has changed inside the company. At this rate, did my daughter do something? Yes, there's bias in our internal evaluation. They're sending someone like me out to the field, and for some reason, they're having Keiichi negotiate with the executives. And you're not getting results? We were getting results though. Then it can't be helped. No, wait, Kamijo. You always looked out for me, didn't you? Could you maybe give your daughter a little guidance? Huh? The one I cherish most is my daughter, obviously. There's no way I'd prioritize you over her. If a daughter that capable says it, then she's right about everything. She'll be a finer president than I am. By contrast, you just rattle off soft nonsense. I'll recommend that your internal evaluation be reviewed. No way! I really thought he'd hear me out.
After that, at the former president's request, Iwata's actions toward me and his everyday treatment of employees were re-examined, and he was found to be in violation of compliance. Iwata accepted a disciplinary action and moved to another company, but...
Those two. Is their overseas hotel going well? Damn it. Huh? How have I reflected on the Brazil matter? I got this question at my previous company too. Don't tell me. Every interview just asked about Brazil. Did the former president make some kind of handover file? At this rate, I don't think I'll pass anywhere. Ugh.
In the end, Iwata transferred to a small company he wasn't happy about. After strict coaching, he apparently changed completely. Meanwhile...
I'm glad the hotel opened without a hitch.
Yes, we had a lot to deal with at first. Thank you for stepping in.
Don't mention it. When I was a student touring the company, you were a brand new hire, straight out of high school, and you showed me around so politely. I'm glad I could repay that kindness, and I was sure even back then that you were gifted.
You remembered something that small? I won't forget your kindness either.
I'm counting on you, Keiji.
Enjoyed the video?
Then smash that like button and subscribe.